Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I am Cass with College of Lore.
I am the Penitent with College of Lore.
I guess I don't know what time this video is going up. Usually it goes up at a certain time, but we've been going through it in real life, so it's fine.
It's Christmas stuff, I'm sure.
It's Christmas stuff, yeah. And our day job is killing us right now.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're working hard as hell on Christmas stuff, both for us and for you guys. So you should be grateful that this video is going up at all.
If you would like to give us a Christmas gift, subscribe.
And join our Patreon so that we can buy each other more presents.
This video is brought to you by our patrons, Remy Sweet and Of Winter.
Love you guys.
It is also not brought to you by any products yet, so if you want your product advertised on here,
tell us and we'll do it, maybe.
You can be seen by literally dozens of people sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. Eventually. We're getting there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, today we're ranking all the third level spells. Oh my god, I was so sure there were like 60 of these, and there's actually like more than 80.
Yeah.
There's 81.
So hey, we've made a mistake.
We for sure... Oh, you're gonna talk about a different mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of mistakes. I make several a day.
So I learned recently, I was brought up on kind of some of the older D&D systems. I started playing 3.5, but my DM when I started playing 3.5 had played since AD&D.
Yeah.
So I was unaware this entire time that, well, yes, a turn lasts 6 seconds. Turns happen simultaneously, so a round also lasts 6 seconds.
Do you guys want to know something crazy? I didn't know that either. I didn't know anything. I started with 5e. I don't have an excuse. I just didn't know that.
Well, you learned from me, largely.
No, I learned from other people before you. I guess we didn't do very many combats. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know anything.
So,
point of this is, we don't know anything. We've been getting the definition of a minute wrong this whole time.
Retroactively, there's a lot of ranked videos like the Barbarian ability that focuses a lot on rage.
In fairness, some of them are, like, basically fine either way.
Yes. There are some spells that will be higher ranked when we do the every spell ranked video.
Yes, than they were initially,
yes.
Because we understand rules better now. If you guys didn't know that, welcome to it. We're all idiots.
I'm honestly surprised nobody
I'm shocked that no one, like, got mad at us yet about it. Like, how did no one else notice either? We're just stupid. We're all stupid together. Yes. Nobody knows anything. In fairness, it seems like a lesser-known rule to me.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a mystery, guys. Who knows anything? Not me, that's for sure. Let's talk about what spells are what.
So, feel free to comment, let me know your own order of spells, how you feel about things. If you disagree with this, and...
Tell us why.
Yeah, tell us why.
But be nice about it.
If you want to be rude about it, please, if you want to make a very rude comment, you should write that comment down.
And then write it on a piece of paper, and then set yourself on fire.
I was going to say, what I want you to do, if you have a very rude comment about... this video and you want to be angry and say we don't know anything, is you should write that comment down on a piece of paper, fold that piece of paper up, put it in your pocket, get on a plane, and just walk out.
Of the plane?
Yeah, just walk out of the plane.
I like my idea better.
Yeah, yours is simpler.
Yeah, mine costs less money.
Yeah.
And wastes less time. Yeah.
Yours is better for the environment.
If you have something mean to say about us, what you should do is you should write that mean thing down on a piece of paper, and you should go start a fire in your backyard, and you should write that down on a piece of paper, and you should go stand over the fire, and then you should just walk into it.
No,
you should set yourself on fire.
But in all
holding the paper or otherwise, it doesn't matter.
By the way, we're joking.
Yeah, for legal reasons, this is a joke.
The fucking Judy Hopps please don't meme.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, in all seriousness, just be nice to each other in the comments.
And me. I'm baby.
Alright. 81 of these.
Number 81. Summon lesser demons. Is there a spell for summon greater demons?
Yes, but it's later.
Ooh, I'm excited to see that one.
Summon later demons
sucks so
is concentration up to an hour.
Okay.
For one action.
Yep.
You roll d6 to choose whether you summon 2 demons of challenge rating 1 or lower, 4 demons of challenge rating half or lower, or 8 demons of challenge rating 1/4 or lower.
How many demons challenge 1/4 rating are there? Does it just make them up?
There is a challenge rating 0 demon, the Lemure.
I don't know what that is.
It's a grotesque pile of flesh that's a dead soul at like the lowest possible.
Cool. Flesh pile.
Yes.
What else does this spell do?
It summons that amount of things.
Yeah.
But unlike most summoning spells...
Is this the one that, like, they don't care.
They're hostile to everyone, including you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy bad. What the fuck?
You can make a circle of protection that, to quote, encompasses your space.
Yeah, so you're safe.
I don't know if that means, like, how big that space is. It's probably just you big.
Yeah.
While these demons go and, like...
kill your friends.
Randomly attack things.
Mm-hmm.
They're not strong enough to take out most enemies by themselves, because most enemies will have a higher challenge rating than this by 3rd level. Mm-hmm. Even with 8 of them. Mm-hmm. You can basically only protect yourself. And you want to know something funny?
Yeah, I love knowing
There's a spell on this list that automatically brings 8 of them out instead.
Cool.
So this is just a worse version of a spell that is already not very good.
Yay! I love bad spells. It makes it so much easier to rank the good ones. Number 80. Pulse Wave.
So this is another strictly worse than the UA version of a spell.
Okay. What's wrong with this idiot? What's his deal?
So Pulse Wave is...
I remember looking at this one,
yes.
but I don't remember what it said.
1 action, 30-foot cone. This is kind of pushes and pulls creatures and objects.
Oh, he waves them around.
They can make a con save. Creature takes 66 force damage on a failed save, or half as much as a successful one.
Okay.
Every creature that fails the save is either pulled 15 feet towards you or pushed 15 feet away from you. So, the reason this is so low is because there's an Unearthed Arcana spell.
Okay, which one?
Would you believe that I forgot to write down which one that is?
It's fine. I trust you.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. It's better.
Yes, there is an Unearthed Arcana spell that is significantly better.
Cool. Sounds like this guy's problem, not mine.
Yes.
You want to talk about number 7?
Right, that's what it is.
What?
It is...
Is it that one?
No. Okay, never mind. I don't know what it is.
That's a different spell. That's a different spell for sure.
Anyway,
79. Meld into stone. Ooh, I'm a rock
I
now.
want this spell to be better than it is.
I'm a rock now.
I feel like I said in a lot of these videos, I really want this spell to be better than it is.
It would be cool if it were good. But
so
it's not.
You step into a stone object,
good, so it sucks.
And you fully, like, immerse yourself in the stone.
Ooh, I'm a rock now.
You can't see what occurs outside of the stone, and any check you make to hear spells outside it are made to disadvantage. You can't cast spells in it.
Okay.
And you can't use your movement, or you can use your movement to leave the zone whenever you entered it, which ends the spell. You otherwise cannot move.
Alright.
Partial destruction of the stone or change in its shape deals 66 bludgeoning damage to you and violently expels you from it.
Damn.
If the stone is complete destruction, if the stone is completely destroyed, it expels you and deals 50 bludgeoning damage to you.
Holy shit.
You also fall prone if expelled.
So what you're telling me is you can turn into a rock and then die. Is what this spell does.
Yeah, basically.
So if you cast the spell, the two cool things you can do with the spell are 1, turn into a rock, 2, die. This is spell of kill yourself.
This is intricate suicide, the spell.
This is intricate suicide, the spell. Awesome, okay. I hate that. Let's talk about the next one.
Alright.
Number 78. Feign Death. Why is this one so low? I like this spell.
I want to break it wide open. I want to make it.
This spell is cool as fuck.
It's really cool. But oh my god, is it situational.
Yeah, but it's so cool. I've used it once, I think. I don't remember when I used it, but I know I've used it before.
Like, basically you can touch someone and make them appear like they're a corpse.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's super cool. Yeah, I guess it is situational, but surely it's better than some of the other bullshit.
I can count the situations I would use the spell in on one hand. I think it's really, really, really neat. But it's not very good.
That's quitter talk. I could count it on at least 2 hands.
Using all those fingers?
Maybe? Maybe not. Number 77, Water Wall.
So, this gives you the ability to, would you believe it, walk on water for up to an hour.
God, who made that song? Shut up, I'm gonna remember. No, it's a different song than the one you're thinking of. I'm actually thinking of a totally different song than the one I know you're thinking of. I know you're thinking of the 30 Seconds to Mars song, right? Mm-hmm. That's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the one by Bass Hunter. And I'm not gonna say anything else on the subject. What's up with Wonderwall?
I believe it's pronounced bass.
It's not. That would be a really, really funny name for this techno dude.
Yeah. He likes to fish in his off time.
Obsessed with this concept.
So this spell grants you the ability to walk on water or acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
It still hurts.
No, it doesn't.
No, the lava. It still hurts you if you walk on it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, is that? Yes, it does.
Nope.
It says you take damage from heat.
As if it were harmless. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Screw you. I'm right. You're wrong.
It affects up to 10 creatures in your duration.
Yeah, but it still hurts you if it's lava or acid.
Hey, you know what else is on this spell level?
What?
Fly.
Yeah, but that's only one creature.
You know what's a level before this? Floating disc.
Can't you not walk on floating disc?
You can move the floating disc.
Yeah, but you can't walk on it. It doesn't hold you. I know more than you. Water walk is bad, apparently. According to you.
Do you have disagreements?
No. 76. Create food or water.
My main point about it is that it's really easily outclassed by a lot of other things.
76. Create food or water.
Alright, so...
Ooh, I'm making breakfast.
You can make
I'm gonna go make an egg.
45 pounds of food. Or
45 pounds of eggs.
Or 30 gallons of water.
Or?
Yeah, and 30 gallons of water.
And, for sure. I'm gonna go make 45 pounds of eggs.
The food is bland but nourishing and spoils if uneaten after 24 hours.
Just like real eggs.
So, this is on here because it's just bizarrely specific and rations aren't that much of a problem.
This is what you use if you need to feed a small army of people.
I'm hungry.
Don't you dare eat any of my food! Number 75. You guys can't see me. Blink.
But...
Do it, right now.
Yes, my point there.
No.
Oh.
You don't have one.
Is that you can feed... People can buy their own rations. Okay, so roll a d20 on each of your turns.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to go do that
up to
right
a
now.
minute.
Like I will if you want me to.
On a roll of 11 or higher, you blink out of existence to go to the ethereal plane.
Whoa.
You can come back as an action.
Okay.
Well, on the ethereal plane, you can hear and see the plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray, and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away. You can only affect it and be affected by creatures on the ethereal plane.
I have a question.
You know what's up?
What is this spell for?
Yeah. So first of all,
what does this accomplish?
There's a 50% chance it does nothing.
Yeah.
Which is...
awesome.
But there's a 50% chance you go to the ethereal plane.
Woo! Just in case you feel like being a ghost for a little while.
This isn't third level spell slot useful.
Is it first level spell slot useful?
Yeah. Be in like the top 60.
Number 74. Daylight. Ooh. Sunny out.
You can make an object shed 60 feet of light, followed by 60 feet of dim light.
That's not daylight sized. The sun is way bigger than 60
for up to an
feet.
hour.
That's also not daylight sized. The sun lasts for at least a couple of those.
The big thing is that if you choose an object, if you choose a point on an object you're holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object with and moves with it, completely covering the affected object with an opaque object. Interesting.
Yeah, covers it.
Yeah. It's not.
Check this out, guys! I made a lamp. Magic lamp.
It's not that great.
It's not. You can make a lantern for free.
The thing about a lot of these spells...
it's just a shinier lantern.
You may disagree with Water Walk and stuff like that. I may disagree with me on Water Walk.
Yeah. It's fine.
A lot of these things aren't worth the third level spell slot.
Yeah. Number 73. Wind wall.
Wind wall.
I read it as wind whale.
Oh.
He's crying. What did you do to him to make him cry?
I thought you meant like the creature.
No, the wind wall.
So, you make a wall of wind for up to a minute.
Ooh. I feel like that kind of defeats the definition of a wall.
50 feet long, 15 feet high. Creatures must make a strength save when the wall appears, or take a 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
I wish wind did that in real life.
The strong wind keeps smoke, fog, and other gases at bay. Creatures that are flying, or the smaller creatures or objects can't pass through it. Mm-hmm. It's just some wind.
Ooh.
Like, I get that it has its uses, but there are so much better spells that make walls.
Just like the next one on the list, Wall of Water. That one's a little better, allegedly.
Vaguely.
Sort of. I think Waterwalk should have been higher on this list. I also think Feign Death should have been higher on this list, but it's there now. We've already said them. Wall of Water, 72.
You conjure up a wall of water on the ground at a point you can see within range.
Hey, it's just like Wind Wall, except wet this time.
30 feet wall, 10 feet high.
Wall of Wetter.
Any range weapon attack going through the wall space has disadvantage.
Yeah.
And fire damage is halved.
See, that's kind of cool. In theory.
Spells that deal cold damage that pass through the wall cause the wall to freeze.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I think that's kind of neat.
It doesn't stop anything.
Stops ranged weapon attacks and fire damage.
It inconveniences ranged weapon attacks and fire damage.
Let's quitter talk. Wall of Water can do anything you want.
Just like, okay, consider...
You just have to believe in yourself.
It's concentration.
Okay. No, I'm 100% with you. I'm just being stupid on purpose. 71, Sleet Storm. It's sleeting outside right now where we are.
I feel a little self-conscious about my rankings this week.
Good.
Oh.
Sleet Storm. 71. Talk. Now.
Alright, so
I'm having a day of bullying you.
Concentration up to a minute.
A minute.
You make it sleet in a 20-foot cylinder. You make it difficult, icy terrain, the cylinder you fill.
Okay.
They have to make a dex save or fall prone.
Okay.
You can also interrupt concentration spells on people that start their turn in the sleet storm.
Number 70.
Okay, are we just totally...
Did you have something else to say?
As a matter of fact...
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, why didn't you say it then?
This is Inconvenience the spell.
Yeah. Just like Wall of Water. So they're right next to each other for a reason.
Yes.
Well,
now I'm really self-conscious about Water Walk.
You should have thought about that sooner. Number 70. Life Transference.
Alright.
I need to start saying them wrong again. I need to combine all my jokes into this episode.
So, you take 48 necrotic.
Ow. What the fuck?
One creature of your choice that you can see within range regains another hit point equal to twice the necrotic damage you take.
Ow. What the fuck?
I like that you can heal something. It does so much damage to you.
That's a lot of damage. That's up to 32.
Also, it cannot be reduced in any way. Like, resistances don't reduce it.
Yucky.
Nothing can reduce the amount of damage you take.
Yucky. Wow.
And it's a spell
lot of damage.
that clerics have access to.
Clerics don't get that much HP. Y'all, at level 5, that's like 4 of their hit dice.
It's exclusive to clerics and wizards.
Wizards is worse. There are plenty of wizards that don't have 32 HP at 5th level. Sucks to be them!
For just pennies a day, you
can change that. You can give wizards an extra hit point.
Please. Won't someone think of the wizards? No,
Think of the wizards.
This does so much damage to you. This does so much fucking damage to you.
Oof, ouch. My little wizard bones. Do you want to talk about the next one?
Yes.
69. Nice. Flame arrows.
Flame arrows.
Shoo!
Okay, so what this does is it enchants arrows.
Sets an arrow on fire.
You touch a quiver.
It's not just arrows. So first of all, The name is misleading, because it can also be crossbow bolts.
For the next hour, when a
Or
target is
bullets, in
hit
theory.
by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver,
Okay.
it takes an extra 1d6 fire damage.
It does it up to 12 times.
Provided you hit all 12 of the attacks,
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, like, on average, you'll probably hit, like, 8 of them, which means it's the same damage as Fireball.
Yes. Spread out a little bit. It doesn't hit multiple people.
Same damage as Fireball.
Yeah, same damage as Fireball. I'm an idiot for placing it this low.
Same damage as Fireball. Yeah, you're good. I have better spell analysis than you. Yeah, it's the same damage as Fireball. It's 8d6 on average.
My point is that there's
What's
so
your
much...
problem?
Sorry, for the audience at home, you're being sarcastic.
Yes, I am. I'm being sarcastic. I love making fun of you. I'm being stupid on purpose. Please don't call me an idiot in the comments. I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm doing it all for the bit.
Next one.
68. Conjure Barrage.
I like saying this is all one word.
Conjure Barrage.
Conjure Bridge, yeah.
Conjure Barrage.
You throw a non-magical weapon, or fire a piece of non-magical ammunition into the air, to create a cone of identical weapons that shoot forward and then disappear.
Whoa.
Each creature must make a dex save. Each creature, you cannot spare anyone. A creature...
Well, you can't spare anyone in Fireball.
Yeah, a creature takes 3d8... Well, sorcerers can learn Fireball, and they can... They have the...
Oh, is this a Ranger exclusive spell?
Ranger exclusive spell.
Huh? Whoa. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's so bad. Why would you even use this as a Ranger?
A creature
Don't
takes...
Rangers get these at, like, 9th level?
Yeah.
Yo, what?
A creature takes 3d8
I feel
damage.
like at 9th level, there's better stuff you could do with your fucking turn.
I look at a couple community consensuses for this to help me make this list. And someone made the point in the comments of this spell of Rangers have extra attack and have had it for levels.
Yeah, they do.
You will do, on average, more damage by attacking twice with a longbow.
That's true.
And casting Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the fucking spell. That's Conjure Barrage. I should, like, switch Conjure Barrage and Water Walk on this list.
You should. You super should. 67. I read that wrong. The spell is water breathing. I did not read it correctly, and I'm not going to tell you what I saw it was.
Alright, you tell me after.
I'll tell you right now if you want.
Sure.
It's printed as waterboarding.
Alright, so for 24 hours. Cast as a ritual.
It's not bad for
The
a ritual spell.
Grants 10 willing creatures the ability to breathe underwater.
Ooh, I'm going swimming.
Affected creatures...
For the small cost of 10 minutes, I almost said $10. 10 minutes a day, you can go swimming. Like a frog.
Yeah.
Or a fish of some sort.
Like, it's fine. It's great when you need it, but it's really situational.
Is it more situational than Feign Death? Less?
It is less situational than Feign Death, yes.
I think people die more often than they go underwater.
Is Feign Death like your pet spell or something?
Yes! I'm really attached to it and I can't tell you why. I don't know. It's not that I, can't tell you. It's I don't know what it is. It's Feign Death and Death Ward, and I'm really attached to both of them for different reasons.
Alright.
Yeah, Feign Death is my pet spell. I'm on a leash right now.
Oh, you need to take your Feign Death for a walk.
Take my spell for a walk. Feigns your death. 66 is Spirit Strapped.
Alright, as a bonus action, for up to 1 minute, you call forth the spirits of the dead. Until the spell ends, any attack that you make deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. Any creature that takes damage cannot regain hit points till the start of your next turn. In addition, any creature that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has speed reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn. Thoughts?
I wasn't paying attention to the first half of the description. Sorry, I was busy thinking about my pet spell.
So you can deal an extra 1d8 of damage.
Okay, it's really bad damage. That's why it's so low. That was the part I didn't hear. I was like, how much damage is the spell?
1d8 extra damage.
Okay, that's bad. Awesome.
Rangers mysteriously don't get this.
What do you mean Rangers mysteriously don't get this?
You're calling forth the spirits of the dead, and it deals a lot with dealing extra damage.
What do rangers have to do with the dead?
Spirituality. Rangers have a very high wisdom score. Anyway.
Rangers have to do with plants, dude!
The spell...
Since when are rangers ghost masters?
The spell list for this, who learns this, confuses me.
Okay, who is it?
Cleric.
Okay, that makes sense.
Paladin.
Okay, that makes sense.
Warlock, which I will admit makes sense. Wizard?
Yeah. Because wizards have necromancy.
It's fair, but...
Why the fuck would a ranger get necromancy spells? What? 65. Speak with dead. Hey, speaking of necromancy.
So this lets you speak to the dead. Rangers also don't get this spell.
Whoa, I wonder why. No way! I was really hoping to make my Speak with Dead Ranger build!
For 10 minutes, you can speak to a corpse. It can speak back, notably.
Okay, I can do that normally.
The corpses must have a mouth and cannot be undead.
Have a mouth and I must scream?
You can only cast this every 10 days.
On the same corpse?
Yes.
Okay, not just like in general.
You can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Hi, 5 questions.
The corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew.
Mm-hmm.
Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to answer truthfully.
That's kind of bad.
If it was hostile to you in life, it recognizes you as an enemy.
What?
Yeah, not very good.
Sure, we're good.
It's good in certain situations, like asking a murder victim who murdered them.
Yeah.
But the fact that it doesn't make them answer truthfully, it can't really be used on hostile corpses effectively.
Yeah.
It finds itself in the little situational category.
64. Haywire.
So, every non-held device within 10 feet of you
Okay.
malfunctions to being unusable.
Awesome.
Any device being held, the person holding it gets to make a save.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a wisdom save.
Okay, a wisdom
to
save.
make it unaffected.
Yes.
You roll a d6 to see which effect basically affects the thing, like if it shuts down, it must be restarted, if it doesn't function at all, has a power surge, or if you roll a 6, it's usable as normal.
Well, that's bad.
Up for 1 minute, you can just force everything to go haywire within 10 feet of you. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of it?
It's fine.
It's certainly nothing
Don't fuck with
to
my cell phone.
write home about, but why are you writing home about 3rd level spells?
Because I love my pet spell. I'm telling my mom how it's doing.
Okay, good.
What's your problem? 63. Plant growth. I'm entertaining myself today because I feel like garbage, guys.
I appreciate casting time, 1 action, or 8 hours.
Yeah. You decide. No, for real, decide.
Yes.
It's up to you.
So, if you cast a spell using 1 action, you can choose a point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on the point become thick and overgrown. Creature moving through
More
the area
leaves.
must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Oh, that's pretty good.
If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius become enriched for 1 year.
So basically, this is good harvest or fuck you, walk slow.
Yeah, but it also affects you and other creatures.
Oh.
You can exclude some creatures. You can exclude 1 or more areas of any size. No, you can exclude areas.
Oh, that's bad.
So you actually...
Well, can't you just center it on a part that you're not standing on?
Yeah, you can get past something and cast it before someone comes.
Yeah.
It can be useful, but again, it's really situational. A lot of this area of spells is really situational.
62. Speak with plants. Hey, you remember those plants you just grew? You can talk to them now.
They might want to thank you
Yeah. They might.
for helping them grow up.
Yeah. They might.
Shout out, by the way, to Henry Crabgrass.
Love him. What was that little guy?
You imbue plants within 30 feet of you to have limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can actually combo this with plant growth.
Mm-hmm.
By turning terrain caused by plant growth into ordinary terrain. That lasts for 10 minutes. Or you can actually turn ordinary terrain with plants into difficult terrain if you ask them to help you out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the plants might have seen something and might be able to tell you something, but they have, notably, the knowledge of plants, so...
Yeah. They can be like, there were a bunch of horses and they rode on top of me.
Yeah. I felt footsteps.
Yeah. Alright. 61. Magic Circle.
Alright, so Magic Circle is an interesting little guy.
Is it? It's a circle.
So
is that really interesting to you?
It takes 1 minute to cast and it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
You create a 10-foot radius circle.
Whoa.
Choose one or more of the following creature types: Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, or Undead. The circle affects a creature of the chosen type in the following ways. Cannot enter the circle by non-magical means. It must make a charisma save to enter via magical means. It has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder. And targets within the cylinder cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by those creatures.
Cool.
So it's useful utility.
You can also do it backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can also do it backwards.
So it's useful in that respect, but also it's kind of situational and...
pretty small.
Yeah, really small. But yeah.
60. Protection from ballistics. Pew, pew, pew.
So this is obviously a modern spell, as is Haywire.
Yep. That's my favorite Mother song. Haywire. Not protection from ballistics. I think that would be a great song title. Somebody get on that, please.
Sorry, you've just made me imagine hayloft, but the word loft replaced with wire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. The spell enchants the flesh of a target against the impact of bullets. Target has resistance to non-magical ballistic damage for the next 10 minutes.
Cool.
It's very specific for...
It's very good if you're in a game with a lot of bullets.
Yes. It's very specific. I think my note is just specific, exclamation point.
59. Conjure Lesser Demon. Is this the one we were talking about before?
Yes, this is the worse, or this is the better version.
It's the worst version. Somehow. How did it get up here?
It snuck in.
Sneaky. Sneaky demon.
This is the better version of Summon Lesser Demon.
Okay.
You summon up to a total of 8 mains or dretches.
I like that it's called Lesser Demon, singular, but actually you can make as many as 8 demons.
Demons are hostile, you can do the same thing. Circle encompasses your space. They're still hostile to everyone, though.
Okay, so what's the difference?
It makes 8 automatically, you don't have to roll for it.
Okay. So why is it not called Conjure Lesser Demons, plural?
I have absolutely no fucking idea.
Awesome. Number 58. Stinking Cloud. Ew, yucky.
Oh, you stinking cloud.
Yeah. Go float in the sky, Stinky.
Alright, Stinking Cloud.
Yeah.
This makes a cloud that doesn't smell very good.
Okay. Feel like I might have got
20-foot radius of yellow nauseating gas on a point within range.
Yeah.
Spreads around corners. It kind of functions like fog cloud in that. Each creature that's completely within the cloud, entirely within it, at the start of its turn must make a con save against poison.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature spends its action retching and reeling.
Okay.
Creatures that don't need to breathe are immune to this effect.
Okay.
So that, basically, the thing about...
it's fine if you don't have to be entirely in the space.
It's nice, but it's way too easy to escape.
Yeah.
It can shut someone down, but notably they still get their movement, even if you deny them their action.
Yeah.
That's where I come from this.
Number 57. Summon Warrior Spirit.
Alright, so this is one
I'm
of the
gonna get one of those
spells.
cats from those books.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to Starkland.
Warrior Cats. Alright, awesome.
Warrior Cats. If you don't know what Warrior Cats is, how long have you been living under a rock?
You call
my favorite
forth
book series.
a warrior spirit from the deck
I'm back in 4th grade.
From the deck of many things.
Whoa. I had one of those ones.
Yeah.
Character with 27 charisma, my beloved.
So basically, it uses a level 4 warrior stat block.
Yep.
You can choose barbarian, fighter, or monk. Resembles a humanoid armed appropriately for the chosen class. Allied to you and your companions for up to 1 hour. In combat, it shares your initiative count. It's just a guy that you can make for an hour.
Yeah.
It's fine, but it's... I'm not a big fan of summoning spells in the first place, and I'm very transparent about that. I love the flavor, but I don't like summoning spells, and they kind of get bogged down in that for me. If you really are into summoning, if you have a class that relies a lot on summoning, I think there are better summons. I actually think there's a pretty good summon spell later in this class level.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my thoughts.
Number 56, Phantom Steed.
Ghost Horse. This is a wizard exclusive spell for some reason.
Ghost Horse.
You can make a quasi-real horse-like creature appear for up to an hour in an occupied space. You or a creature you choose can ride on this horse for up to an hour.
Okay.
It has a speed of 100 feet and can travel 10 miles an hour or 13 miles at a fast pace.
Okay, cool. Does that math check out?
I don't know.
I'm curious now. I'm not gonna check, but I'm really curious if that checks
Let us
out.
know in the
I don't
comments.
think it does. I super don't think that checks out.
So, I like that it's a ritual cast, but it's outclassed by a lot of things, and also you can buy a horse.
Yeah. It's faster than a normal horse, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
If you need to go fast.
I know that wizards and... I know, like, spells that are from different classes can't be the same thing. But I couldn't help but compare this in my mind to Summon Steed.
Yeah. That's fair.
Or Find Steed from the Paladin spell list.
Which
and
is lower level.
It's so good.
This is like a slightly faster horse.
Yeah.
That doesn't last as long.
Lasts for an hour. It's 50, a ritual, which makes it decent. But...
55. Summon Fae.
You know, I think it's funny looking at these lists where I think this should have definitely been lower or higher, like Water Walk, but...
Water Walk. Fandak.
I think Summon Fae should be lower than Phantom Steed. Anyway, you make a Fae Spirit.
Whoa.
It's the same thing as the Summon Spirit Warrior. You make a Fae up to an hour. Typically, they don't do very much in combat, but they can, like, fly around and check out things.
Yeah.
They can attack in combat and do 1d6 plus 3.
Okay, that's not very good.
Yeah.
54.
So, yeah,
okay.
I'm not a big fan of it.
You don't like summoning.
I don't like summoning spells in the first place, though, so...
54. Wall of Sand.
Yeah, this is one of the better...
We've been talking about walls today.
Yeah, this is one of the better walls at this level, I think.
Wall of Fire is the best one.
Yes, but it's not at this level.
I know. I can't change my mind.
You conjure up a wall of sand that is 30 feet long and 10 feet high and 10 feet thick.
Okay.
For up to 10 minutes. It blocks line of sight, but not movement. A creature is blinded while in the wall's space and must spend 3 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Okay, not bad.
Great delay. It doesn't specify, but I would rule that it blocks, like, range weaponry.
Yeah.
And spells, because it's sand.
Yeah. Or at least you'd have disadvantage if you can't see
through
it.
I mean, no one can see you. Yeah. And basically the idea is you smack this up and run.
Yeah.
I like Wall of Sand.
I do too.
You know, it's outclassed by higher level spells, like Wall of Force and Wall of Fire, but for a third level spell, yeah.
It's a little bit, it's okay. 53, Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, so this one I wish I liked more. I really do.
Beacon of Hope.
If it were a bonus action, it'd be amazing. So, the spell bestows hope and vitality. Any number of creatures within range. For the duration, 1 minute. Each creature has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves, and regains the maximum number of hit points from any possible healing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the issue for me is it's an action.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not bad for an action.
Like, you could do this and cast Healing Word.
Yeah.
But that's about the best you could do.
Yeah.
It's not bad for an action. This is kind of a mid-tier spell to me.
Yeah.
I think... Like, it's nice, but
I guess we are in the mid-tier section.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell and it's a whole action.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. Number 52. House of Cards.
Yeah, don't check that out on Netflix.
Is that a show on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, why shouldn't we check it out?
Because the lead actor in it got, like, Me Too'd badly.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Horrible person, whose name I'm not going to bother remembering.
Cool.
You touch the ground and conjure forth a defensive structure made of enormous playing cards.
Whoa.
The structure rises with you at its center, harmlessly lifting you and any creatures in the area. The House of Cards is a square base with 30 feet on each side, and it has 3 floors with 10-foot high ceilings.
These are some really big playing cards.
Yes.
They weren't kidding.
Each card that comprises the house is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall and is very fragile. AC 10 and 1 hit point. The cards are immune to poison and psychic damage. Reducing cards to 0 hit points destroys it. Each time a card is destroyed, roll a d6. If you roll a 5 or a 6, the entire house collapses and the spell ends.
And you take fall damage.
Yeah. Theoretically.
Bad.
So, yeah.
Bad spell.
Not great. Kind of interesting. It can last for 24 hours if no one hits it.
But who's not going to hit it for 24 hours? Why would you use it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
51.
I would not want to use this in combat. Also, it casts a minute.
51. Summon Shadow Spawn.
Yeah, so this is one of the better summon
It's a summon
spells.
spell.
It's not amazing. But the Shadow Spawn can do a little more than the Fae, and certainly the lesser demons. A Shadow Spirit, when you cast it, you can choose an emotion, fury, despair, or fear.
Okay.
The creature resembles a misshapen biped marked by the chosen emotion.
Alright.
The creature is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, it shares your initiative, takes turns after you, it obeys your verbal commands. It has some neat abilities. It's really good at stealth is the big thing about it.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, it has this dreadful scream ability that I kind of appreciate.
I have that ability.
Would you like to demonstrate?
No, I think people will get really mad.
Each creature within 30 feet of it must succeed on a wisdom save against
You're
your
all
spell
welcome,
save DC.
but I'm not demonstrating my dreadful scream.
Or be frightened for a minute. So the idea that you can force something to... Yeah.
You should all thank me in the comments section for not screaming right now. It's hard sometimes.
Or get this video to 100 likes and we'll post an out-of-context video of just Cass doing a dreadful scream.
Oh, please, yes, I think I deserve it. If you don't want this to happen, like the video anyway.
Yeah.
If this video doesn't get 100 likes.
If we get 100... Yeah, if this video doesn't get 100 likes.
If this video doesn't get 100 likes by the end of the year, I'm gonna post a video of me screaming. And I'm gonna beam it all into your brains.
Alright.
Number 50. Catnap. Zzz.
I read this as Cantnap initially.
Our cat is up on the headboard doing that right now.
Yeah, she looks like she's taking a bath.
Oh, no, she's taking a
cat
nap.
bath.
Cat bath.
Up to 3 willing creatures of your choice.
This spell allows you to lick your hand.
Up to 3 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within the range fall unconscious.
Oh, good night.
They stay asleep for 10 minutes and they gain the benefits of a short rest if they wake up and they're not shaken out of the sleep before the 10 minutes is up.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an abbreviated short rest. I think it's useful.
That's nice.
The problem to me is that if they're attacked at all during the situation, they lose all benefit.
Yeah.
And Rope Trick is a second level spell.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rope Trick is better than Catnap in my mind.
49. Lightning Arrow. We had Flame Arrow, now we have Lightning Arrow.
Yeah, so Lightning Arrow is actually very different.
Aw. I guess that makes sense, because if it were the same, it would be lower.
Yeah, so Lightning Arrow.
Is this a ranger spell?
It is, actually.
Wait, no. Flame Arrow isn't a ranger spell, is it? I'm thinking
Flame
of
Arrow,
Conjure Barrage.
yes.
Sorry. I may be stupid.
Conjure Bridge.
Conjure Bridge.
The next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration,
Conjure Burrage.
and this is a bonus action,
Okay.
the weapon's ammunition or the weapon itself, if it's a thrown weapon, transforms into a bolt of lightning.
Oh.
The target takes 48 lightning on a hit and half as much on a miss, instead of the weapon's normal damage.
Ooh.
Whether you hit or miss the target, each creature within 10 feet of the target must make a dex save or take 2d8 lightning on a failed save.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lot of crunchy stuff.
This is when we start getting into the good spells. Catnap is about the first, good spell, I would.
Okay.
It's really useful utility as a ranger. Again, you have to weigh in the combat situation if it's more effective to do this or take an extra attack.
I feel like this one's better than an extra attack.
Yes.
It still does damage if you miss.
Yes.
Rangers don't get fireball.
But there are a lot of situations, especially with certain builds of rangers, where extra attack might be better than it.
That's fair.
But as far as ranger spells, I actually think it's a really good ranger spell. The issue is you have to consider, versus fireball,
Yeah.
that rangers are half-casters, and they get this
That's
access
true.
to the spell much later.
At 9th level, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. 48. Intellect Fortress.
So this one is pretty simple.
I don't think I could ever cast the spell. I'm too stupid.
It is one action.
Someone needs to cast a spell on me.
Help, I closed my entire spell page.
Oh. Someone should have cast Intellect Fortress on you first.
I've been fooled. I'm as dumb as an intellect fortress.
No, those are smart.
Oh, I'm as dumb as an on-intellect fortress.
Oh, intellectual-less fortress.
So, one action, concentration up to an hour. For the duration, you or one willing creature
I do not know how to speak.
has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves for up to an hour.
I already have resistance to psychic damage. One of my D&D characters already has resistance to psychic damage. But also, I do too. I'm so annoying that I resist psychic damage.
Anyway, it's a good little buff to slap on someone, but the fact that it's concentration is where it really bogs it down to me.
I'm resistant to psychic damage.
All right.
47 non-detection.
So this makes someone basically immune to divination magic.
Yeah, that's cool.
I believe there's a level 2 spell that does this as well, though.
Is there?
Yes.
Is there?
But probably not for this duration. 8 hours of non-detection from divination magic, which is really useful when you need it, but...
It's situational.
Yes. And none of the classes that get it really prepare spell... Like, wizards have the spellbook thing, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
46. Glyph of Warding. This spell is so long, its description is so long that I had to zoom out twice to take a screenshot of it. I think this is the one.
This spell made me really tired to read.
This spell is exhausting to look at.
Basically, you can enchant something with a glyph that's nearly invisible.
And it does stuff.
That will either erupt into 5d8 damage when triggered, or cast a spell at 3rd level or lower when triggered.
Hi, one question.
Yes.
So it can do 5d8 damage.
Yes.
Or it can cast a 3rd level or lower spell.
When triggered, like someone steps on a plate or something like that.
Yes, I understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ever not just give it a spell that does more damage?
Notably, you could give it Fireball.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. You could give it Fireball. Why would you just take the 5d8 damage? You could give it Fireball. Like, it's better on average by like a significant margin. Even just looking at the base fact that it gets like 8 more potential damage, d6 are better than d8s, and you get more of them.
Yeah,
Just use Fireball. It's fine.
With that being said, it takes an hour to cast.
Yes.
It does last permanently until triggered.
Yes.
I don't know.
I would put it in a base.
Yeah.
It's for bases.
Yeah.
45. Invisibility to cameras.
So.
Does invisibility regular not work for this?
It does.
That's a second level spell slot.
This spell makes you invisible to cameras. So.
But not to people, notably.
Yes.
So this is worse. I think the reason this is remotely good is because it, like, also makes you immune to sensors.
Yes.
Like metal detectors, which would still pick you up even if you were invisible.
Yeah,
that's why this is a good spell.
Yes. The other thing about it is that it can cast up to 4 creatures.
Oh, okay. Well, it is
Instead of
better
1.
than invisibility.
Yes. So it makes you undetectable to cameras and any electronic sensors.
Cool.
You can still be seen by people, but you can walk right through a metal detector fully armed.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
And nobody would be able to say anything about it.
Yeah.
Because the metal detector didn't go off.
Yeah.
Even if they can see that you have a gun.
It's deceptive. Like, when you look at this first, you're like, oh, this is shitty.
Yeah.
No, it's actually...
It's deceptively good.
Yeah.
44. Protection from energy.
So.
Is there a higher level spell called Protection from Matter?
The one thing I want to say...
That was such a nerdy joke. I'm sorry, everybody.
About protection from energy.
Okay. I think it should do all the damage
Is that absorb elements exists.
I think it should do all the damage types.
So, yeah, basically you touch someone and up for an hour they resist acid, cold, fire, lightning.
Like, the reason absorb elements isn't as good is because it doesn't last as long.
Yes.
It's like a turn or something.
Yeah, you just slap the protection on them and it lasts for an hour. It's fine.
It's fine.
Again, this is a good spell. I would take this spell in certain situations, but it is situational.
Yeah.
You need to kind of know what you're going into with it.
Like, if you're going to fight demons in hell,
oh yeah,
you could make them
all day.
resistant to fire damage. But that's specific. If you're just fighting some random guys, it might be different. Anyway, 43. Call Lightning. The spell is way worse than I thought it was. Like, way worse.
I'm gonna get some shit for this one.
It's so bad. It's, like, actually really bad. If you don't agree, you're wrong. Sorry.
So the thing about Call Lightning is it makes a cloud. It lasts for up to 10 minutes with concentration.
The problem with this spell is that it has to be in the open.
Yeah, so...
You can hide inside, and this can't hurt you.
The big thing about it is this. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear from.
Yes.
Like if you're in a room that can't accommodate clouds.
Yes.
When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see under the cloud. A bolt of lightning flashes down on the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dex save. Or take 3d10 on a failed save.
The only reason this is okay is because it lasts longer. But it's way more situational than any other damaging spell in the world.
Yes.
You can only use this on, like, a proper full outdoor battlefield. And also, they can just move away from the cloud.
Yeah, so the thing about it is
can't
that...
move the cloud, right?
No, you cannot.
Yeah, that's so bad. Oh my god.
You can't move the cloud, and people can just move out from under the cloud.
Yeah.
I do not like it. It's also exclusive to druids.
Wild. Play a wildfire druid. Get fireball.
Yes.
Get good. 42. Elemental weapon.
I feel like you're just sitting here waiting for fireball to...
I know where fireball is on the list, and I'm so excited. It's not high enough, in my opinion.
Alright, so you touch a non-magic
Fireball
weapon you
should
touch.
be number 1.
Becomes magic. Gains a damage type of your choice, acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. And has +1 to attack rolls and extra 1d4 damage to your chosen type.
Crunchy.
Concentration up to an hour, 1 action, you just kind of smack it and the weapon gets stronger.
Yep.
It's kind of...
It's mid.
Yeah. The big thing to me is it makes a magic weapon.
Yeah. But it also adds more damage than a normal magic weapon. Which is cool.
It can be really useful if you need a magic weapon.
There are lower level spells that let you make a magic weapon, but this one also adds more damage, so it's cooler.
It's a nice little buff, especially if you feel like something might have a a weakness.
Very cool.
Yes.
41. Incite greed.
I thought you were going to say incite greebles for some reason.
Greebles! Incite's a greeble.
You can make a cat really, really excited.
Yeah. The normal spell makes people really excited. Incite greebles makes cats really excited.
So you hold up a gem, and basically, creatures have to
mesmerized by
make a wisdom save, or be charmed until the spell ends.
Yep.
Which is 1 minute. While charmed, a creature can do nothing but use movement to approach you in a safe manner. When an affected creature is within 5 feet of you, it cannot move, but simply stares greedily at the gem you present.
Wow.
Yeah. It's good. It can. I like how this functions.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I think there are better spells.
There are.
But
by a lot.
I think
we're halfway done with the list.
It's a perfectly reasonable mid-tier spell. If I was to pick what is the most middle-tier third-level spell, I think Insight Greed's a good choice.
Okay. 40. Remove Curse.
Yeah, so...
This is a hot take. I feel like.
I keep thinking this is going to be more useful than it is.
That's fair.
It raises curses, basically. It removes curses.
It sure does. I wonder how that was figure outable.
Any one affected creature or object, it does not remove a curse from a cursed item, but it breaks the attunement to the object, so it can be removed and discarded. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's really, really, really situational.
Yep.
Some campaigns it's necessary for. Some settings it's necessary for.
Not ours.
Not a lot of them.
39. Antagonize.
Yeah, so this one I didn't actually know about coming into this.
I didn't know that either.
I think I wanted it to be higher. It probably should be lower, but I got attached to it.
Yeah?
You whisper a magical word that antagonizes one creature of your choice within range. They must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, they take 4d4 psychic and must immediately use its reaction if available to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see.
Okay. If
no creature is within range, the target has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the start of your next turn.
Okay. That's fair.
I think it's a good little way to mess with someone, especially if it's set up in the right situation for you.
Yes.
This to me is one of the quintessential stylistically bard spells.
Yes, that makes sense. 38. Gaseous form.
I think I like it. It feels like something one of my characters would take.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gaseous form. So you touch one and they turn into a cloud of gas is basically the thing. They turn into a cloud of gas for an hour that can move very slowly, only 10 feet, but can go through narrow openings, holes, cracks. It's basically a reconnaissance spell.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say about it, but hey, this video is really long, so let's just move on to the next one.
37. A Chardalon's Stride.
Or...
I hope I said that right. Flame Stride. That's easier.
So, this is the same spell made twice. It was a UI spell that was not changed before being put into Fizban's Treasury of Dragons.
Okay.
So, billowing flames of a dragon blast from your feet, granting you explosive speed. For the duration, your speed increases by 20 feet, and moving does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
When you move within 5 feet of a creature or object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire from your trail. A creature or object can only take this damage once per turn.
Okay.
I don't like movement spells typically.
Yeah.
But first of all, it's a bonus action.
It's pretty cool.
And it lets you move typically 50 feet
Yep.
You don't take any opportunity attacks, so you can do this kind of in... Like, disengage is an action.
Yeah. And in fairness, this does cost a 3rd level spell slot.
Yes. Rangers get the spell.
Whoa.
Which I think is neat. I think this is a great spell for Rangers. I think it's a pretty good spell for Artificers in the right build. And I think it's a fantastic spell for Bladesinger Wizards.
Bladesinger Wizards, my beloved.
Yes. But yeah, that's my point with it.
Alright. 36. Erupting Earth.
This is one I actually wanted to like less.
Oh, yeah?
I don't like terrain spells that much.
Yeah, I do.
Choose a point you see on the ground. A fountain of churned earth and stone will emerge from it, dealing 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed dex save to any creature on that point. Ground in the area becomes difficult to terrain until cleared away.
Okay, not bad.
Like, it's fine.
3d12's not terrible.
No, dex saves are typically pretty easy.
I wish it were 66.
Yes. Way less damage than some stuff, but it's about field control, and the problem is that with a lot of field control spells, you are not immune to it.
Yeah. That's fair. 35. Conjure animals.
Yeah, so this is one of the better ones.
Little guys.
The kind of conjuring spells. So, when you conjure... What do you conjure? Face spirits take the form of beasts and appear in an occupied space you can see within range. Choose one from the following. Choose, don't roll, by the way. 1 beast challenge rating 2 or lower, 2 of 1 or lower, 4 of half or lower, or 8 of quarter or lower. Each beast is considered fey and disappears when it drops 0 hit points. They are friendly to you and your companions. They roll initiative as a group. They obey verbal commands. These are useful for, like, reconnaissance, largely.
Yeah. Action economy is hell.
Yes. I hate adding 8 quarter challenge rating things, but there's actually a lot that you can do with this that I think it has a lot of utility because I've looked at the beasts of rating 2 or lower.
Yes.
I'm like, hey, these are really good, actually.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of utility here with them. Yeah.
Okay. 34. Sorry, I lost my place on the list. 34. Fast friends.
This makes your friends really fast.
Zoom. Gives your
I think
friends
that's what haste should be called.
Yeah, fast friends. Alternatively, fast enemies, but not for very long. My favorite spell name.
Yeah. 1 action, concentration up to an hour. When you cast the spell, choose 1 humanoid within range that can see, hear, and understand you. The creature must succeed on a wisdom save or become charmed by you for 1 hour. It performs any services and activities you ask in a friendly manner to the best of its abilities. Basically, it turns something into your charmed servant for an hour.
Okay.
Which,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
33.
Notably, with what I say about all charmed spells, is it knows it was charmed by you.
33. Hypnotic pattern. Ooh. I feel like this is a hot take that some people are going to get mad about. A lot of people really like this spell.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like this spell. I want to like it more.
Why do people like this spell? I looked at it and it was bad.
You create a pattern of colors that weave through the air in a 30-foot cube. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature is charmed. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for the affected creature if it takes damage.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Which, I pointed something like Hold Person where it doesn't end if the creature takes damage.
Yeah.
And
like, yeah, it's ranged, but you can't kill anything that fast.
Yes.
It's kind of bad.
I see the point of it. It's good for an escape. It's good for lining up one really powerful attack.
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't know. Yeah. It's overrated as a spell, I would say.
It is. It's overrated for sure. 32. Tongues. Yeah. Same thought.
Horrible noises we just made.
Yeah, sorry everybody. No, I'm not.
So basically, this makes things understand you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this makes tongues.
Summon tongues.
No! That's so gross. Ah! No, please don't. Don't summon tongues.
The spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Okay.
For an hour.
Cool.
Really useful tool for negotiation and understanding people and all this stuff, especially because it works on, like, ancient, forgotten languages. It works on non-standard languages is the big thing about it.
Yeah. What's the other half of the spell? Isn't there another bit?
Nope.
What? Let me see.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That part.
Also, creatures can understand it.
Yeah.
Right. Thought I said that already. I did not.
I have one really funny use for that, and I wanted to talk about it, and you wouldn't let me talk about it.
Yeah, go talk about it.
So, the idea that I have for that is, and it's literally, it's pure social. It's purely roleplay oriented. But can you imagine how funny it would be to have people gossiping in a language that no one else understands, like, talking shit about someone important, and then you just kind of casually brush past them and cast the spell on them, and all of a sudden everybody knows what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's really good for exposure, as well as negotiation.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it would be cool for. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. 31, animate dead.
So,
I think I'm funny.
I agree. I think it's actually a really neat use for that spell. Animate dead. So, it is a necromancy spell.
Yep. Phew.
That can take a corpse and make it an undead servant. Either a zombie or a skeleton based on the state of the corpse.
Skeleton.
You can use a bonus action to mentally command it to do whatever you really want it to. Notably, it's under your control for 24 hours. It stops obeying your commands after 24 hours. It does not die after 24 hours.
Oh,
so you have to keep recasting it.
Yeah, yikes.
Notably, it is not, like, you can't use this to resurrect someone.
Yeah.
They are just a mindless... Yeah.
Yes.
But it's kind of the quintessential necromancer spell. If you're playing a necromancer, you have to take this.
Yeah. 30. Vampiric Touch.
Hey, top 30 now.
Yay, we're there.
Alright, Vampiric Touch.
The Vampiric Touch. Yes. Tap.
So, one action, concentration up to a minute. You touch... the touch of your shadow-wreathed hand can siphon force from others to heal your wounds. Make a melee spell attack on a hit. The target takes 3d6 necrotic, and you regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt. I love self-healing. I think necrotic is a great damage type. Melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Is what holds this back. It is a melee spell attack.
It's bad. Alright.
It's not bad.
That part's bad.
Yes.
29. Thunder Step.
I went back and forth on this one because Misty Step is better. Yeah. You teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds. Each creature within 10 feet of your space must make a con save or take 3d10 thunder, or have as much on a successful save. Thunder can be heard from 30 feet away. You bring along objects, as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can teleport one willing creature with you.
Why is Misty Step better than this?
Bonus action is why.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
So this is an action, is the thing.
Okay, yeah, but it still does way more stuff.
It's a very neat spell. I would still, if I... in most situations, I would still cast Misty Step instead.
Unless you need to get someone else out with you.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's why this is in the top 30, because you can move other people with you.
Yes. 28. Ooh, hot take time. Lightning Bolt. All my homies hate Lightning Bolt.
Before you comment, let me tell you something about Lightning Bolt.
It's a line.
It is a line.
It's a line. Lines are so bad.
It's a 100-foot line, yeah, but it's a line.
It's a line. That's bad.
It is the same damage as Fireball. It is the same save type as Fireball.
It's a line.
However, it's a line.
Which does not balance out the fact that more things resist fire. That does not balance out at all.
Not remotely.
No. The fact that you can hit one creature does not balance that out.
This is a hill I will die on. Lightning Bolt is not a very good spell.
It's not. It's bad.
It's up here by virtue of that it does so much damage.
Yeah. But it's a line.
I could not stomach putting it any higher.
Yep. That's it. That's the whole. 27. Tiny Servant.
Yeah. My favorite Elton John song.
Yeah? Okay.
Anyway, so 1 minute up to 8 hours, you animate a tiny non-magical object that grows limbs.
Okay.
You can mentally command it with a bonus action, as long as it's 120 feet of you. It can do combat things, but the idea is that you're using, you're making, a magic key that can spy on people.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Cool. It can only do 1d4 plus 3 damage.
Yikes.
With an attack, so I wouldn't use this in combat. I would
not.
Make it follow other commands.
26. Fear.
I wonder if the spell is going to make enemies frightened.
No way.
So, concentration up to a minute. It's a one-action spell. You project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fear. Each creature within 30-foot cone must make a wisdom save or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration.
Whoa, you were right.
You sounded so excited.
I am. I love when you're right.
The clause that says drop what it's holding is what gets me on this.
Yeah.
Because on its turn, it must make a dash action and move away the safest available route.
So it's not just dropping it, it's running away from
Yes.
whatever it had.
Yes. So you make it drop a quest item, you make it drop its weapon, and then run away.
Gotta go. Bye.
I think that is insanely powerful.
It's really good.
As an effect.
25. Freedom of the Waves.
Yeah. So this is from the Alexandria books. Or Exandria
The
books.
Alexandria books.
You conjure a deluge of seawater in a 15-foot radius and 10-foot tall cylinder. The water takes form of a tidal wave, whirlpool, waterspout, or another form of your choice. Each creature in the area must succeed on a strength save, or take 2d8 bludgeoning and fall prone.
Okay.
You can exclude a creatures up to your spellcasting modifier from this.
Okay, not bad.
If you are within the spell's area, as part of the action you cast the spell, you can vanish into the deluge and teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see within the spell's area. Area being 120 feet.
Okay.
So it's a free little teleportation that also does some damage.
Yes.
And can knock enemies prone. I think it's really neat.
Alright. 24. Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah, this is one of the cool little paladin spells here.
Paladin moment. I'm gonna be playing a paladin soon in one of our home games.
Paladins get really nice spells.
Yeah.
Holy power radiates from you in an aura of 30-foot radius, awakens boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, deals an extra 1d4 radiant when it hits with a weapon attack.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Concentration up to a minute. That makes 10 turns.
Yep.
That just an extra 1d4 to everyone who's within 30 feet of you.
23. Galder's Tower.
Yeah, so this is worse Tiny Hut to me.
Okay, that's fair.
But a bad Tiny Hut is still a good spell.
Yes.
So Galder's Tower makes a 24-hour structure that you have to take 10 minutes to cast.
Yes.
It's a 10-foot tall. Each floor of the tower is 10 feet tall. It's a 2-story tower made of stone. The big thing about it is that it grants no protection against anyone else entering the tower.
Oh, yikes.
Notably, you can create a permanent tower by casting the spell in the same location within the same configuration every day for 1 year.
This seems like it would be really difficult.
Yes. This is a great way to get a home base.
Yeah.
But the big thing about it to me
But it takes a year.
Yeah. Is that it grants no protection against enemies entering.
Yes. That is bad.
Yes.
22. Summon Undead.
Yes. Sorry, just one sec.
What?
I had my list messed up.
Oh, silly moment.
So, Summon Undead.
Yeah.
This is the best summoning spell.
Okay. Isn't Spirit Guardians a summoning spell?
Okay. Not really.
Oh, okay.
It functions differently. You call forth an undead spirit. It manifests in non-occupied space you can see. The corporeal form is the undead spirit stat block. When you cast a spell, choose a creature's form, ghastly, or ghostly, putrid, or skeletal. The spirit resembles an undead creature of that form. It follows the standard things. It's just more powerful than the other creatures.
That's fair.
It can be incorporeal if you want it to be. Mm-hmm. It can make a ranged spell attack if you want it to. That deals necrotic damage.
Okay.
It can cause fear. It has multi-attack. It's
just better.
Yeah. It's the best summon.
21. Spirit Guardians. What's the deal with this that I'm forgetting about?
So Spirit Guardians is... You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you at a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you're good or neutral, their spectral form appears angelic or fey. If you're evil, they are fiendish. You can designate any number of creatures to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on its turn or starts its turn there, it makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant or 3d6 necrotic.
Yes.
It's a nice little protection spell.
Yes.
Especially against multiple weaker enemies.
Yeah.
And it slows them down, which is... Yeah, I think Spirit Guardians is really cool.
20. Motivational speech.
Hey, top 20.
Whoa, we made it.
This is a bard spell.
Not surprising.
I wonder if it's anyone else, though.
Let's find out together.
Bard and Cleric.
Oh, okay, cool.
Up to 5 creatures that can hear you. Gain 5 temporary hit points. And have advantage on wisdom saves. If the affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Huh, cool.
So yeah, it's a nice little buff that can hit 5 creatures, give them a little bit of health, give them the little advantage bit, and then advantage on wisdom saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. 19. Melf's Minute Meteors.
It sounds like a frozen product of, like, tiny meatballs, Melf's Minute
It
Meteors.
does, yeah.
So, 1 action, concentration up to 10 minutes, you get 6 tiny meteors in your space.
Oh.
They float in the air and orbit you for the duration. Whenever you cast a spell, and as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expend 1 or 2 meteors and send them streaking towards a point of your choice within 120 feet of you. When the meteor reaches its destination or impacts against a solid surface, the meteor explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dex save, or take 2d6 fire on a failed save.
Okay.
So what you can do, cast Fireball and you get 2 extra d6 of damage in the immediate, ground zero of it, or on the outskirts of it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
I think it's a neat little bonus to tack on
I
to
agree.
the end of spells.
18. Tidal Wave.
Yeah. So this is similar
Yes.
to Freedom of the Waves.
Yes.
You conjure a wave of water that crashes down in the area within range, 30 feet high, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Each creature must make a dex save. On a failed save, it takes 4d8 bludgeoning and is knocked prone.
Okay.
It also extinguishes all flames within 30 feet. So what gets me about this, what makes it different, is that you cannot protect creatures,
Yes.
and you cannot teleport.
Yes.
The damage is just 4d8 and knocked prone.
Yeah.
That is really punishing.
That's real good.
I think that it is awesome if you can set it up right.
Yes.
I think there might be more situational uses for Freedom of the Waves, but Tidal Wave can just do so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Fireball,
But it knocks you prone.
yeah, knocking prone is worth some damage loss.
Alright, number 17. Psionic Blast.
Yeah,
Is this the one I like?
I think it is, yes. So, Psionic Blast is... Unleash a destructive wave of mental power in a 30-foot cone. Each creature must make a dex save. On a failed save, they take 5d8 damage, is pushed 20 feet directly away from you, and is knocked prone.
Yeah.
On a successful save, they take half as much and isn't pushed or knocked prone.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward, pretty good.
30-foot cone is really good. Psychic damage is an excellent damage type. It's actually... Oh, my apologies. Force damage.
Oh, never mind.
Why is it force damage?
That's weird. Changes it.
Yeah, legitimately, why is it force damage?
I don't know.
It's nice AoE.
Yeah. 16. Enemies Abound.
Yeah, enemies abound.
This is the one that makes
Yes.
everything is an enemy, right?
Yeah, so it makes people that failed the save, it makes the creature that fails the save unable to distinguish between friend and foe for 1 minute.
Okay.
It's intelligence saves, which are difficult.
They are.
So basically the use for this is you cast it on the biggest creature and just... Your problem now, bud.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that it is really useful to make someone forget who their allies are.
15. Major Image. Major Image. Salutes.
So, this makes you make an illusion.
Okay.
Obviously, for up to 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Illusion of an object, creature, or visible phenomenon that is no larger than 20 feet in a cube.
Okay.
As long as you're within range of the illusion, you can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range. As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image.
Okay.
Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion, because things can pass through it. A creature uses action to examine the image can determine that it's an illusion with a successful intelligence check. Basically, the thing about this is that there's no save.
Yeah. It's just there.
Without inspecting it or trying to walk through it, people will believe the image.
Yeah.
There is no save at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's
pretty
really
good.
good.
Alright. We're so close to done, guys. I'm sorry I'm losing my energy because I'm so close to done. 14. Blinding Smite.
Hey! We found one.
A good smite
A
spell?
good smite spell.
Whoa. No way.
So, we had to wait till 3rd level to get here, but one bonus action, concentration for up to a minute. Your weapon deals 3d8 radiant, which is less.
Yeah.
But when it hits a target, they must succeed on a con save or become blinded for the next minute.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Which is a really good effect.
It is. Especially because you're hitting a lot of stuff at this level.
Yes. You have
That's
extra
9th
attack.
level for paladins.
Yeah. Blind is a very crippling condition.
Yep. Alright. 13. Hunger of Hadar.
This one's really good. I like Warlock spells a lot.
Warlock's my beloved.
So you cast this, and basically it creates darkness. 150 feet range, which is crazy.
Yep.
20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold. Creatures cannot see through it. Creatures in the area are fully blinded. No light, magical, or otherwise can illuminate the area. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn must take 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn here takes 2d6 acid.
Okay, interesting.
It is very hard to navigate out of.
Yeah.
At all.
That is true.
Yeah, and no magical light. It's really hard to find your way out of it. Yeah.
Yep.
I like, the void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises.
I want to do that. I want to participate in the slurping noises. 12. Bestow Curse.
Much better than Remove Curse.
Yep.
Though can be countered by Remove Curse, basically.
Yep.
So, the idea is that you can curse a creature. They make a wisdom save. You can choose one ability score, and the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws with that ability. Disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Must make a wisdom save or fail to use its action on the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
While the target is cursed, your attack and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic. It's really useful, but the third ability is what sells it on.
Yeah.
Like, a wisdom save or do nothing.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
It's action only, but still.
Yes. Yeah, or not do an action is... I love that so much.
Yeah. 11. Aura of Vitality.
Yeah, so this is the spell that made me look up what a minute was.
That's fair.
Because I'm like, it can't be that bad.
It's not.
It's not. Concentration up to a minute. Healing energy radiates from you in an aura of 30 feet radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including yourself, to regain 2d6 hit points.
Pretty good.
This is 20d6 hit points.
Yes.
Over its duration.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's a really good healing spell.
Yep. Number 10. Here we are. Top 10. Top 10. Let's go. Fly.
It makes things fly.
It sure does. Whoa. No kidding.
Flying is a really useful ability to give someone. You don't have to give it to yourself. 10 minutes of flight when you touch a willing creature. Flying speed of 60 feet.
Very good.
Very fast.
Mew.
I think fly is actually a really good spell.
Yep. 9. Clairvoyance.
Yeah, so Mistvoyance is an excellent spell here.
Yep.
You make this, like, sensor, basically, that you can put anywhere within a mile. And while this sensor is up, you can see and hear see or hear. You can choose, you can change modes. Anything the sensor can see or hear.
Okay.
It's a good little spying spell. It's a good to eavesdrop, yeah.
Yeah. 8. Sending. This is a good spell.
Sending. We are almost done.
We're so close, guys.
So, sending basically lets you send a message to someone.
Yep.
Unlimited range. 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. Here's the message in its head. Recognizes you as the sender and can answer in a manner immediately.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, it can affect creatures with intelligence score of at least 1.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's really good.
7. Haste.
Haste. This is also really good. It is one of the better buffs.
It's also a debuff if you want it to be.
Yeah, it's fair.
Spell of fuck you, you don't get a turn.
Choose a willing creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled against +2 AC, and it has advantage on dex saving throws. It gains an additional action on each of its turn. The actions can be used to take weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. So it's willing creature.
Yeah.
But there's some hacks for that.
Yeah.
The idea...
Charm.
Yeah, no, the idea I've heard people use is charm someone, cast haste on them, and then dismiss haste.
Yeah.
Which is really, really funny. No, but haste is real good.
Yeah.
It lasts for a minute, which is 10 turns.
Yeah. 6. Slow. Hey. We just talked about the opposite of that.
Yes, the opposite of haste is slow.
Yeah.
Which... This is cast on your enemies.
Yep. Generally.
The idea is up to 6 creatures must succeed on a Wisdom save or fall to your slow spell for a minute. Affected creature speed is halved. Penalty of -2 to AC and Dex saving throws, and cannot use reactions.
Okay.
On its turn, it can either use a bonus action or an action, not both.
Interesting.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it cannot make more than 1 melee or range attack on each of its turns.
Wow.
Really crippling.
Really, really good. Wow.
If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until next turn.
Wow.
And the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell.
Wild.
This is amazing.
That's a really good spell. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's way better than I thought it was.
Slow is an amazing spell.
Wild.
It 100% deserves to be as high as it is. It 100% deserves to be top 6.
Number 5. Leomund's Tiny Hut.
You can make a dome for 8 hours that nothing can get in or see through.
Yep.
It will fit most parties. Smash it for a long rest, basically.
Yep.
It's really good.
It's time. Number 4. Fireball!
I mean, what's there to say about Fireball at this
There's
point?
not much to say. It's Fireball.
It's a dex save, it's 8d6.
It's Fireball.
It hits multiple creatures.
It's my favorite spell.
It's iconic. It's the best damaging spell by far. Yeah. I mean, Hunger of Adar is 9 places lower.
Yeah. 3. Dispel Magic.
You just touch something to end an enchantment.
Yep.
It's a really powerful effect. It is one of the more powerful effects you can get at 3rd level.
It's
to
pretty
just
good.
Automatically dispel basically any effect. If it's high level, you have to save for it. It functions similarly to Counterspell. But yeah, Dispel Magic is a really powerful effect.
Number 2. Mass Healing Word.
The-
Hey, where is Revivify?
1 second.
What did you do?
Oops. Okay.
What did you do?
Sorry. Hold on.
What have you done? Where is Revivify on this list? It's right before this one, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, just kidding. All of these numbers are one-off. Revivify is number 3. Mass Healing Word is number 2.
I'm so sorry.
I just noticed, too, is the thing. I got all the way up here, I was like, shit, where's Revivify?
I have it on my notes.
Yeah.
That make me spell. I have Revivify in the right place.
You just didn't rank it? That's so
I just
funny.
forgot to put it on the list, and I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, it'd be like that sometimes, it's fine. Anyway, Revivify is number 3. You know why. Mass Healing Word is number 2.
Hold on.
You know why.
Let me talk about Revivify.
No. Okay, fine, just kidding.
You can expend a very expensive gem to bring something back that's out of the last minute.
Yep.
Resurrection. Earliest level resurrection spell.
It's good.
Yeah.
You need it.
Crazy good.
It's expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Also, if you have Gentle Repose, you can extend that time by a lot, in
Yep.
theory. Yep. Mass Healing Word.
Bonus action is the big part of Mass Healing Word.
It's a bonus action that lets you get 6 people up.
Yep, bonus action that lets you revive up to 6 people and just give a little touch healing to other things. Amazing spell. Best healing spell that you can get at this level.
Yep, really, really good.
Yeah.
Number
But
1.
Yeah, it is always going to be this one.
Counterspell. Yeah!
It's Counterspell.
It's the best spell. It might be one of the best spells in the game, short of, like, Wish.
My notes document just says what can I say about it.
It's Counterspell.
Like, you can counter a spell automatically if up to 3rd level.
Yep.
You can make a save to counter a higher level spell.
Yep.
I've countered a 9th level spell before.
You have. Check out the game fail.
Counterspell is amazing.
Counterspell's a good spell.
It's one of the best spells possible.
It's really good.
And by far, the best 3rd level spell. So, with all of that being said...
Oh my god, that took so long. I was like, sure, this video will take an hour. It's an hour and a half.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yep.
We are trying to get to 100 subscribers.
150.
50 subscribers. By
Already
the
got
end
to
of
100.
December.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, check us out. Thank you guys so much if you've watched all the way through.
We love you.
Yes.
You're my favorites.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this video from College of Lore. Remember to like this video, subscribe to join the party, and have a fantastic adventure.